From today onward, your wife will look at you in a whole new light. Relationships thrive on subtle shifts, and when one partner changes a single habit, the entire dynamic can transform. This video lays out 4 powerful steps that, when applied once, will alter how your wife treats you. Each step is grounded in real relationship principles. No fluff, no gimmicks, just actionable insights that resonate with couples everywhere. Step 1. Rekindle emotional safety. Emotional safety is the bedrock of intimacy. When a spouse feels secure in expressing fears and desires, walls come down and genuine closeness emerges. To restore that safety in one deliberate action, listen without agenda. The next time your wife shares something, even a trivial frustration, give her your undivided attention. Put down your phone, close your laptop, turn your body toward her. Most partners listen to respond, not to understand, but by withholding judgment and resisting the urge to solve on the spot, you signal that her feelings matter more than your immediate action. She will feel heard, valued, and safe, and that feeling will ripple through the day, prompting renewed warmth and openness toward you. After she speaks, validate before you advise. Reflect back what you heard. It sounds like you felt overwhelmed when, then ask, would you like my perspective or do you just need to vent? Validation acknowledges her emotions as legitimate and prevents her from feeling dismissed or minimized, a common trigger for conflict. Once she experiences genuine validation, she'll seek you out more often, sharing both joys and fears, deepening trust, and transforming day-to-day interactions. Finally, offer safety, not solutions. If she's upset, say, "I'm here for you," rather than jumping into problem-solving mode. A simple touch on the hand or a reassuring hug can speak louder than any advice. Empathy is what people crave most when they're struggling. Solutions can come later, but emotional connection cannot be automated. That single moment of presence will linger, making her more affectionate, patient, and understanding in return. Implement these 3 sub-moves, full attention, validation, and empathy, as one integrated gesture, and watch her posture relax, her tones soften, and her eyes light up. That's emotional safety at work. Step 2. Cultivate mutual appreciation. Even the strongest marriages can succumb to routine, and when everyday gestures go unnoticed, partners begin to feel underappreciated. A single well-timed act of appreciation can break that cycle forever. Tonight, before dinner, notice one small thing your wife did today. Maybe she loaded the dishwasher or took the dog for a walk, and call attention to it. I noticed you handled the dishes without being asked. That means a lot. Acknowledging small acts tells her, I see you, I value you. And because we all crave acknowledgement, she'll invest more in those small efforts, knowing they won't slip under the radar. Next, express gratitude in specific terms, instead of a generic, thanks for everything. Say, thank you for planning our weekend grocery list. It eased so much stress. Specific praise shows attentiveness and demonstrates that you're tuned in to her unique contributions. When gratitude feels sincere, she'll associate you with recognition and positive reinforcement, prompting more caring behavior. Finally, reciprocate with meaning. Pair your verbal thanks with an action aligned with her love language. If she values quality time, suggest a 15-minute walk together after dinner. If she prefers acts of service, take on one of her chores tomorrow. Gratitude isn't just words, it's an exchange. And when recognition is paired with reciprocal kindness, it cements mutual respect. That combined gesture creates a feedback loop. Her appreciation encourages you to reciprocate, which in turn makes her feel even more valued. Execute these 3 sub-moves: acknowledgement of a small act, specific verbal gratitude, and a meaningful reciprocal gesture in one intentional moment. And you'll unlock deeper levels of affection and partnership. Your wife will treat you with newfound warmth, eager to return the favor. Step 3. Establish boundaries and autonomy. Contrary to popular belief, closeness in marriage doesn't mean merging every corner of your identities. A healthy relationship balances togetherness with individuality. When one partner asserts personal boundaries respectfully, both partners feel safer and more attracted. Use this single structured exercise to redefine boundaries positively. First, communicate one personal need. Choose something like uninterrupted time for a hobby or a weekly coffee break with friends. Schedule it on your calendar and share with your wife. I've set aside Saturday morning for my photography. It recharges me and helps me be present with you the rest of the weekend. Boundaries aren't walls. They're bridges to healthier connection. By articulating personal needs clearly, you prevent resentment that stems from unmet expectations, and her respect for your time makes you more attractive and whole in her eyes. Next, invite her to define a boundary too. Immediately after expressing yours, ask, "What's one thing you'd like me to honor for you?" And listen without negotiation. Reciprocity in boundary setting communicates equality, transforming what could be perceived as selfishness into mutual care. She'll feel empowered to maintain her autonomy, and respecting each other's space builds trust and deepens intimacy. Finally, honor the boundary with consistency. When Saturday morning arrives, stick to your plan. If you feel tempted to cancel for a small task, remember why you set this boundary in the first place. Consistency reinforces the message that personal autonomy is non-negotiable and that respect fosters love. When she sees you honor your own boundary, she'll honor it as well. This clarity reduces conflicts and builds admiration. Combine these three sub-moves, defining, inviting, and honoring, into a single boundary-setting conversation to reshape how you interact. Instead of resentful clashes over me time, you'll experience compassionate support for each other's passions, and your wife will treat you as her equal partner with renewed respect and fascination. Step 4. Be curious about your partner. Finally, sustaining this positive shift in your marriage depends on consistency and genuine curiosity about your partner's evolving needs. As you practice listening without agenda, keep noticing new layers in her thoughts, hopes, and fears. This ongoing attention signals that you value her inner world every single day. When expressing gratitude, challenge yourself to find fresh examples. Perhaps she handled a difficult conversation with grace or offered comfort during a stressful moment. Specific praise for different contributions reinforces her sense of partnership and invites her to reciprocate. Likewise, revisit the boundary conversation periodically. Personal needs can change over time, so check in together. Ask if your hobby time is still refreshing and encourage her to redefine her own space as life evolves. Celebrate small victories along the way. Maybe remark how relaxed she seemed after you honored that Saturday morning plan, or how warmly she responded after you validated a new frustration. These micro wins create momentum, reminding both of you that marriage thrives when two individuals feel seen, appreciated, and free to grow together. When you enact all 4 steps in one evening, reconvening after dinner to listen empathetically and validate her feelings, moving into the living room to notice her small efforts, articulate specific gratitude, and suggest a reciprocal act she values. And finally, scheduling your personal boundary, inviting her to define hers, and honoring both without fail. You create a combined ritual of emotional safety, mutual appreciation, and healthy boundaries. You'll witness a softer tone in her voice because she feels heard, spontaneous gestures of kindness because she feels valued, and mutual respect for individual needs because autonomy breeds admiration. Breaking the mold of routine resets the relationship's default settings. Your wife will treat you differently, in deeper connection, increased affection, and joyful partnership. Change feels surprising at first. You may notice her pausing mid-sentence, her eyes gleaming as she realizes she's in a new chapter with you. Embrace that surprise. It's proof you've stepped out of the box and invited her into a transformed marriage dynamic. Now, take these steps and practice it tonight. No more waiting for the right time. The right time is now. Your wife and your marriage will thank you.